Right, hello everyone, hopefully we're recording. I'm trying my tripod stick out, see if the selfie stick works. I don't know if it's very good, but I don't know if you see me or what. But yeah, I've been to Houghton this spring today, obviously to do my Shoot 80 challenge, and I've come a couple of miles down the road here, and it's actually quite sad for me. This is where I came with my granddad on my mother's side to play golf initially when I was a young lad. This used to be Enmire Golf Club. It's now turned into a park. Now some people go on to the property developments and flats and all that kind of stuff, but they've turned this into a park now. I'm just going to have a little walk around the course and everything. And it's such a shame because this used to be, like I say, when I was a little kid, my granddad and my grandmother used to live just down there in a house down there, right literally on the doorstep from this golf club. This used to be the car park. I don't know if you can see it. That used to be the clubhouse just there. That used to be the clubhouse. And it's now been turned into a park. They were trying to sell it. I think they were trying to sell it for property development and everything. So I'm just going to have a little walk about, and I'm just going to show you. There'll still be parts of what was the course and everything. I wonder if I can get down to, I think it was the little third. It was the third or fourth hole where the little moat was. I wonder if it's still about and everything. Like I say, it brings back memories for me, and I'm a little bit emotional about this really, because it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I wouldn't say it was anything good. It wasn't as good as the municipal or anything, but you know, it's sad that it's shut up and everything. There was the one down at Norton that was shut up as well. Stress Home's gone down Darlington Way. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame because this is where I grew up, and I learned to play my golf. It was never a great course. It was never, you know, but I learned the game here. It was cheap. I could get on. It was the only. You guys from in the generations in your 20s now won't get this. I mean, golf when I was a young kid. I'm talking about when I was sort of 9, 10, 11-year-old. It was a totally different thing. It was a totally different era, and a lot of kids under 12-year-old weren't even allowed on a golf course. This was one of the very few people. I went down to, I think it was the course at Houghton Grange at Darlington that I went with my granddad, and he wanted to get me onto that course, and they said he's not going on because he's not 12-year-old. I was 11 at the time, and at the finish, my granddad just went, right, we'll just go and play at Enmore then, and I think it was like a fiver for me to get on or something. My granddad used to get on dead cheap. It was about a tenner and a fiver for me. It was just like, well, it was like Oakleaf really. It was a little bit like Oakleaf, just a place to go, have a knockabout if you're a beginner and everything, and learn and experience the game and everything. And it's very sad. I mean, I'll just show you here, just to start off with. Sorry, there's somebody's van there. We'll see little bits of the horse. I'm just going to have a little walk around, and I'm just going to show you the bits of Enmore and see if I can remember any of the holes. Yeah, so I'll see in a bit. We'll just have a little walk about. So yeah, here we are. This would have been the first hole. It was a par 5, I think, the first hole. I'm walking down now. The tee box. I mean, here we are. This would have been the tee box over here. I'm remembering everything now. This would have been your tee box over here. Probably your metal tees would have been here. You can see the design is to have the tee box. The tee box was here. I think it was a dogleg right, I think. You hit your drive straight down the middle there, and then you popped off to the right. I think your yellows and ladies' tees would have been down here. I remember this first, and I'm sure it was a dogleg round to the right. It's sad really. It's sad. I'm just going to follow the route round and see if I can see where the green and everything was. It was about 500 and odd yards. I think the first one was 500 yards. I think that this was the 9th. I think this one was the 9th here. And then you went back out again, I think. I'm not entirely certain, but yeah, you hit your drive straight down and then you went across and everything. It's very sad for me because, like I say, I I would have loved to have played it now, because I was brought up here. This is where I learnt the game. A lot of my game was learnt here. Also, the pitch and putt at George Washington. My granddad on my dad's side took us to George Washington. George Washington now, it's now the academy, you know, the academy that they've got, the driving range, the chipping area and all that kind of stuff. That used to be the pitch and putt, and they've got rid of it for the driving range. Yeah, I remember this, but you didn't want to be over to the right because you ended up in this tripe over here. I remember all that. Yeah, they've cut it off here. I think all of this is going to be overgrown and everything. I don't remember this bit being overgrown. I think this is just from time and everything. I think they've just let it just deteriorate, obviously, and it's grown up here. So this would have been obviously your fairway that I'm walking down now. We've got a little alleyway down here. I'm presuming we haven't reached the distance yet. In fact, I've got my shot scope. In fact, let's have a look on the shot scope, GPS and track. I didn't think about that. So we could actually put the GPS and it'll tell you if Enmore comes up. I don't know if it will come up. Like, it's probably not on because it's done in, isn't it? It's a done in club, but it might come up. I just want to know where the little moat hole was. I think it was about the 4th hole. So yeah, that would have been, I think they've got a stake there. That might have been the end of the 1st hole. I'm not sure, mind. But they've got a stake in the ground. That might signify where the 1st hole was. Here we are, Enmore Golf Club. 1st hole, par 5. So I'm just going to follow the watch, whatever the watch said. Yeah, we're going down here now. 388, 387. So we're still what was the fairway. We're still walking down in this crap and horrible stuff. I'll go down this little alleyway. We're walking down which would have been the 1st fairway. All of this would have been the 1st fairway. Although, hold on, we're going down again. 388, 387, 386, 384. Actually, maybe it's across. Are you the 1st hole? Maybe I've got this one wrong. We'll just get a walk across here. I know it's all trite and crap and all this here, but I think I've got this one wrong. I think this must have been another hole, but that was definitely the tee box up there. You could see where the tee box would have been. That would have definitely been the 1st hole. It might have been a dogleg left, actually. I might have got this one wrong. We're down to 340 now. So we're just going to follow this path. Oh, maybe I've gone down. Maybe that was the 10th. Maybe I got this wrong. Maybe your 1st hole. Yeah, maybe this was your 1st hole where the clubhouse is. Maybe that was the 10th. Maybe it was the 10th, or maybe it was the 18th even. I'm not sure. But right, this is more what I remember. I was saying it was a dog leg left. You hit your drive all the way down here. I thought it was a dog leg left anyway. I thought it was. I might be totally wrong, like, but the yardage is going down now, 290. We'll get there eventually. We'll get to where the end of the 1st hole. We'll get to where the 1st green was. 288, 282, 281. We're getting there. I think you can't really call this a park, can you? You can call it like open land, but it's not really a park, this. 271, 270, 269. We're getting there. We'll get there eventually. I'm just not quite understanding here. Oh, you can definitely tell that was a hole. You can tell that was definitely a hole. 256, 255, 254, 253, 252, 251. This par 5 seems to go on forever. Yeah, it's wow. No, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember that. But we're still carrying on. It must be. Do you think it goes over in this direction? 243, 242, 241, 239, 238. We'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. We're getting there slowly. I just, wow, okay. So it's further over to the left than I thought. Well, it started off, it must have, obviously the first hole must have started off where the clubhouse was. I've remembered that wrong. I don't know what hole that was, but you can clearly see there was a tee box there. You can clearly see there would have been a tee box there. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the first hole. 178 now. Here's a fence. We might be blocked off here. Oh no, there's a gate we can get through. We can get through. But 159, 150. Oh, it's a lot. It was a long hole, this, wasn't it? Oh, right. I see now. I see now. Okay, right. We're coming. This open. All of this over here was the first hole, obviously. All of this over there must have been the fairway on the first hole. Yeah. You see what I mean? It's like a dog leg. The first hole, and it came across over this way. I remember it now. So this would have been your fairway. That would have been all your fairway down there. Where the hell is the clubhouse? The clubhouse is nowhere to be seen. This would have been all your fairway, and I think it would finish off down here. So we're going to see if we can get down here. 119, 118, 117, 115. Yeah, so it was over here. It would have been over here. Sorry, you probably don't want to listen to all this rubbish, do you? But I want to get to the first hole before I stop the video and try and find where the little moat hole was. Can we get through here? I think we can. I think we can get through here. There we go. Now, I don't remember the fence and everything being here. I obviously don't remember any of this. Yeah, the yardage is just going down now. It's going down pretty rapidly. Yeah, 100 yards left. 99, 97, 96, 95, 94, 91. We're getting there, don't worry, we're getting there. 86, 85, 83, 80, 79, 76, 74, 73, 70, 69. Right, so this is coming up to the green now. We're coming up to the green now. Now, I do not remember this being a green. I do not remember this at all being a green. Hold on a minute. Aha, this would have been it. Okay. 24, 23, 21, 20. Right. This is it then. This is your green. Right then. Right then. I've got it. I've got it. What's that over there? Yeah. Here we are. Well, here's your first green. This would have been your first green where I'm standing now. So the hole, wow. You don't even see the clubhouse. You can't even see. So yeah, you would have hit it straight. This is what I remember. You hit it straight down here, then you cut across and you come down to this side. I said it was a dogleg left, didn't I? So you came across here and you hit it all the way down here. And this would have been your first green. So there we go. This is what's left of it. It's like I say, it's just a big open empty space. I'm going to have a look now. I think you go further on for hole number 2. And so I think the moat hole was either 3 or 4. We'll have a look. So this here would have been your second green. Like I say, with the paths and everything now, it's hard to determine where it would be, but it's flat enough to be a green. You could probably tell there would be probably a bunker there on your right hand side there. There'd probably be a bunker, and that's all flat there. That would have been your second green. Yeah, it's a shame. It really is a shame because, like I say, if it was about now, I would have played it and everything just to see what it's like. But obviously, it's a park now, but yeah, we'll see what number three is. Yeah, now this here, I'm presuming this would have been your third tee box. 360 yard hole. I'm presuming this is your third tee box. It looks again a little dogleg round to the left hand side. Obviously you can see the fence there and everything in the outline of the course. This would have obviously been another hole which will come up later on, I think. I'm just trying to find the little moat hole now. I don't know where the moat hole is. I thought it was about the 4th or 5th hole. I really did, the little par 3, but I might be wrong. But I'll have a little walk down here. Yeah, so that would have been your tee box. You would have walked down here if you had a good drive. And it would have been a little dogleg round to the left. Now, I don't want to keep on walking on for too long here. But I would like to find that little moat hole. I don't want to get too far down because I've already played 18 at Houghton, so I don't really want to be knackering myself up. But you can see how, I mean, it doesn't look like you can imagine it being all right. I mean, you're out on your own here. There's nobody about. It's pretty decent and quiet away from the main road. And I just don't know. Oh, I can see down here. I can see that would have been other holes as well. You can see what it would have been. You can see exactly where the hole would have been here. You can see that's the fairway, cuts off left. I'm just looking for the little moat. Oh, I remember, I think as a kid I remember that one. That's a hole there, definitely. It went up the bank. I remember it went up the bank at Enmore. It was a later on hole, maybe 12 or 13. And it used to go all the way up the bank here. I remember it. It was a par 5, I think. Difficult hole. But yeah, it's sad walking down here, just seeing as it was. I mean, you can tell over there that would have been another fairway going up there. That would have been definitely another fairway. Probably holes over there. That would have been probably a green. Would you see just behind that tree? I think that would have been a green there. Like I say, it's hard to remember all these holes because I think the last time I played at Enmore, oh Jesus, I would have been probably 11-year-old, probably 11-year-old, and it shut a long time before then. But I mean, all these courses that are shutting now, it's just so sad. I mean, I never got a chance to play the one at Norton. I forgot its name. Stressholm apparently was all right at Darlington. I think part of that's Blackwell Grange now. I think part of it's Blackwell Grange, and it's just so sad that we're shutting these golf courses. And look, this space now, it's getting used for nothing. It is literally getting used for nothing. It's just, I can't understand why. I just wonder if it was over here. Here's another fence. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these gates. Right. None of you are probably interested in this. This is just for my own. This is just for my own nostalgia, you know. So we're getting close to where the green would be now. We're within 90 yards of the green now. So I'm presuming up near where there's fences would have been the third green. I'm not remembering. Like I said, I can vaguely remember some of the holes. I definitely remember that moat hole. Now that moat hole's got to be here somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. I was sure it was early doors. It might have been number 8 or something. I'm not sure. But I remember it sort of coming up early on, the moat hole, where it was a par 3 and there was a moat round your hole, and there used to be, believe it or not, 3 or 4 kids with bikes. And what they used to do is, if you hit your ball in the moat, they used to collect the ball out of the moat, and they say you can have your ball back for what was it? You can have 3 balls for 50 pence or something like that. They used to sell the balls back to you if you hit it in the moat. They were waiting for you to hit your shot. I remember that. There was a lot of kids with bikes and stuff used to go on the course as well. It wasn't well marshalled. I remember that. It wasn't well marshalled, but you didn't mind. It was just a cheap course. You just got on and you enjoyed it. It was just a bit fun, really. It wasn't a serious golf course, but so this here, I'm guessing, would have been the third green. Somewhere here would have been the third green. Yeah, we're going away from it now. That probably would have been your third green. I'll put my watch on to number 4 now. Hold on, it's the locks on. Par 4, 246, so we're going in the right direction. So this, your tee box probably would have been up there somewhere, I'm presuming. Your tee box would have been up there somewhere. 232. Yeah, I'm not going to walk the whole course. I'm going to at some point stop. I want to see where this moat thing was. I'm really desperate to see that. I would presume that's either a green or that was a tee box. I think this is another hole, isn't it? That would have been the tee box for another hole, and your hole's going to be down here. Your hole's going to be down this way, isn't it? It's going to be across here. That's obviously your tee box. And this was another hole down here. Was this where the moat's at? I'm desperate to find it. I'm desperate to find the moat, but I don't think I am. I think we're just about reached as far as we can go here. Really, I don't see the moat hole anywhere. But yeah, this would have been another one. I don't know what hole this is, but this is definitely going to be another hole. But you can see the design of it. I think I'm going to start heading back now. I don't think I'm going to find this moat hole. I'm going to go over this way. I'm going to go over this way. See what we can see over here. I mean, like I say, I'm pointing the camera here so you can see. So you can see exactly what I'm seeing. You're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. This was probably another tee box up here. So I'm presuming this was another hole. We'll get up the top, see what we can see here. And just walk back. I'm presuming this was another. Well, it's not a tee box actually. It's just a route back. But yeah, that would have been another one definitely. You can see where it would have been. You can see exactly. You can see everything where the holes would have been. The moat hole might be all the way across the other side of the bloody other side there. I might have been remembering it wrong. It might have been later on. It might have actually been, you know what, I think it might have been. I'm going to try and find number 8. How far are we from number 8? 680 yards, right. This is going to be the last bit we're doing. And then we'll leave it at that. We'll try and find number 8. Now, it might be number 8. It might be number 8 that I'm thinking about where the moat was. That's a little par 3. Well, it says on the watch it's a par 3. We've got 670 to go to get there, so it's going to be a long walk. Then we'll just stop it there because I can't keep filming this crap up today. But oh, hold on a minute. No, I don't think it was that. That's marshland. That's marshland. I don't think that was the par 3. I don't think that was the par 3. It might have been. It might have been. But it ain't a par 3. I mean, hold on a minute. We'll go through the watch. Par 3, 522 yards. 1. Par 3, 495. I don't think it was the 17th. It might have been the 13th. Where's the 13th? 255 away. 256, 258. No, it's not that. It's not that. That's not what I'm thinking. I mean, there's marshland area here as well. But it wasn't like that. I'm telling you now, it wasn't like that. It was like a moat, and it had a little entranceway at the front where you went to the green. It wasn't a carriola like that, and it was like a green on its own like that. It wasn't like that. I don't think it was like that. I'm just going to walk back now. I don't think we're going to find this moat hole. We'll go and find number 8. That's our only hope, I think. It's one of the par 3s, but I've got a horrible feeling it's I've just got a horrible feeling it's not. So yeah, I mean, there's also, I mean, a guy from the Golf Mates did it. There's a lot of these courses. People are saying we're good courses, and they're shut down. And I just wonder why. Was it because nobody played them? Was it because it was just they were pressurised? But I don't think Enmore was council owned. I think it was a private club. But obviously they've got Houghton right next to it. There's Houghton, Sharpley is there now. They've got other areas that are competing with them. They've got Seam's competing with them. And then they've got guys up at the top. They've got obviously South Shields and Bolden and George Washington and all these guys are competing with them. So that's definitely been holes over there. Definitely. But there's no signs of any moat. So yeah, I think the only hope we've got here, when we're 570 away, is to save hole 8. I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it was early on in the course where it was. But like I say, I was 10, 11-year-old at the time. My recollection of these things aren't very good at that age, you know. But no, I just wonder what it was, you know. I mean, and you've seen a lot of courses now going into disrepair. I mean, again, that Liam showed another one that's going into disrepair. There's a few courses around here that's going to disrepair. And that Muni's been taken over by Links Golf, and I just hope that doesn't go into disrepair. It might just be they ain't got the funding to do it. They just mightn't have the funding to keep these courses going. I can imagine it ain't cheap to maintain a course. I mean, I was looking at Oakleaf, even the buggy high. I mean, they're charging 24 quid, which isn't far off public hire, 21 quid midweek. It must cost a lot of money to maintain a golf course. You've got to have a team of greenkeepers. Now, your head greenskeeper, I'm no expert here, but I think your main greenskeeper will be on about, I would say 35, 40 grand. He's got to be. And then your assistants, obviously above minimum wage. It's not going to be cheap to maintain a course, all the wages. Then you've got to buy certain soil, and you've got to buy, you've got to aerate, and you've got to buy the machinery. The machinery ain't going to be cheap. I know. Even when I was at a former club, they were telling us you can get the second-hand machinery is 20 grand to sand and aerate the green. Brand new, they're about 50 grand. That's not cheap. That's not cheap, you know. We're talking the price of a good bloody. That's a really good brand new car. That, you know, we're not talking cheap stuff. How far we got now? 400. Well, we're advancing anyway. And after number 8's done, that's it. I'll switch it off, I think, and we'll walk by. Maybe do the last hole, because I've gone on for how long now? 28 minutes. We've gone on for 28 minutes, so it'll be a good 40 minutes. But I mean, I don't remember any of this. This walkway didn't even exist when I was a kid. I don't even think it was a local park. There might have been a right of way, but it certainly wasn't like this with paths and gates and all this kind of stuff. It just wasn't like this. It was a golf course, you know. So you've all probably switched off by now, haven't you? You've all switched off and said bugger it. This is where I'm at. I'm just walking down the path. But as I say, the 8th hole's probably our last bloody chance, the last throw at the dice to see if there's a moat. And I'm pretty damn sure it wasn't all the way up at this part of the course where we're going. But it'll be interesting to see the last couple of holes, 8 and 9. I'm sure 9 went back to the clubhouse and then you went back out. And I think the section that we started off at when I first took you to the tee box, there we go, we're back onto where the first is. That was your first hole. I'm pretty damn sure that was number 10 and you went back out there. I think 9 went back to the clubhouse and 10 was back up, and I think that was along par 5 or something like that. How far are we now? 254. We're getting there slowly. 251, 249, we're getting there. Right, it's taken us off. Right, well, this is saying 238. I think I think we want to be going up here and cutting off to the left hand side. We're back to where the second green was. We're going back to where the second green, presuming you teed off here and the green was over here. I'm just presuming it was a shortish hole. Can we get over this way? Oh yeah, we can. There's a path going left here. I think we can. Yeah. Okay, so 185. 180, 179. Well, there's the clubhouse. I can see the clubhouse now. So that's a good sign. I can actually see where the clubhouse is now. So we're not too far off the beaten track. Phew, I'm buggered now, all this walking. In fact, it's going down, so we'll continue this way. 144, 132, 141. So the 8th hole must be over here. It must well be over here. There we go. That's what I mean. It's the climbing bars now. We've got climbing bars for kids to play on and everything. This is what I mean. But yet, Monday evening, 6 o'clock, absolutely nobody using this facility. Now I can guarantee you at 6 o'clock at night, like the municipal, if you were charging now 20 quid for a round of golf, or less, say what the muni are doing, 16 quid in the afternoons, that's definitely been another hole, that's definitely been another hole. You can see it. And it's that was probably it, going up there into the corner. We'll go this way. We'll go up. 56. Oh, actually, we're going away from it. 59. Yeah, we're going back on track here. 50 yards. 49, 48, 40, 44. I think we're coming up to the 8th now. We're coming up to the 8th green now, which I don't see any moat anywhere. 26, 25, 24, 22. Aha, okay, so go over here. No, over this way. Oh, 20. 19. So I'm presuming that was your 8th green. It would have been over there, wouldn't it? Would it have been over there? That's your green there. That would have been your green there for number 8. I don't know where the tee boxes would be. I'm presuming the tee boxes would either be down there or they'd be up there somewhere, where that bloke's got his dog. I wouldn't know, to be honest. Right, number 9. We're walking in the right way for number 9. We'll just follow this round. And then we'll probably get back to the clubhouse. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad really, because like I say, this is where I was brought up, and I'm presuming this is like the 9th, might be the 9th hole. It's part of the 9th hole here. I'm presuming this is it, that you would go back up to where the clubhouse is. I might be wrong, it might just be but no, look, there's the trees there. That's definitely been a hole. That would have been your trees along the right hand side of the fairway. That's definitely been a hole. You can see that. You can see that's definitely been a hole. I don't know what hole it would be, but maybe it would be the 9th. Maybe it would be the 9th. I mean, well, with the course Liam went to, you could clearly use a clearly defined fairway. There's a clearly defined fairway here. It's hard to tell because the grass is a bit more wild and it's a bit more, you know what I mean? So you can't really tell what hole would have been what here, which is a shame. But no, I don't think we're going to see any more hole. I think that's probably deep into the course, which I wasn't going to walk all the way there. I'm not prepared to do that. But I'm just glad to have seen it again, and it's just such a shame that this facility is not being used. It's not being used. It's left basically. I mean, obviously it's left as a country park, but it's left to ruin really. It's just not doing anything. They've got signs up saying cattle are grazing, so be careful and everything. And it's just a little bit sad. Yeah, that probably would have been a fairway, right? And then you would have got off to the left here. And I'm presuming, I'm just guessing that might have been the green up there. I'm just guessing, mind. I'm just half guessing. I don't actually know if that was a green or not. Maybe not actually, because we're 145 yards still. But the green would be somewhere up here. I think this is coming back to the clubhouse. I think we're going to go all the way around, probably turn the way around here. There's probably signs telling us where the clubhouse and everything is. But yeah, it's a real shame. No, we're 135 away. It looks as if that would have been the green, but it's probably not. It's probably not the green. We're going up near where a road is now. So I think what we'll be doing is we'll be cutting off to the left here. I'm hoping that, otherwise we're going to have to go all the way around. But I'm hoping there's a way we can cut round here to get back to the clubhouse. I mean, yeah, we've stopped at 131, so I think at some point now we're going to have to cut across, or we're going to have to go where the roadside is and go across that way. But we can get back that way. Where the bloody hell are we, by the way? This is my fault. This is my fault. No, we can go off here to the left. We can go off here to the left. That's okay. We'll see what this board says. This board might give us some indication of where I'm at. What does it say? Enmore Park. Oh, here we are. Here we are. We're over to the clubhouse. Well, let's have a look at this board. That might help us a little bit. Right. So we've gone. I think we've gone to where that pond, you see that thing where it says pond area? I think that was it there. I've just got a feeling that was it there. Because I ain't seeing any moat. I mean, you can, there we go, you can see the clearly defined, that's clearly been a hole there. That's clearly been a hole there. There's your clubhouse. Sorry, that's your clubhouse there. I mean, I think that was your, that's, oh, I don't know. I think that must have been the 18th. That might be your 18th hole there. And this is your first here. That's your first hole, definitely. I remember it. That's going to be your first hole. That's going to be your 18th. This down here must be the 9th. Something like this will be the 9th. This part of the course over here, we've obviously gone all the way down to where the pond area is. There'll have been more holes up here. We haven't gone across to all this area. It might well have been. I think we've seen that, the pond area. I think the par 3, what I'm thinking is in this area here, where that little thing is. It was like I said, it was like a moat thing that you cut across. I think it was going across. There was a thing in the middle of that. And then you had a little section. I think it was going that way, and there was a little section there, and you had like a round green thing there. I think they've took it away or something like that. I might be thinking totally wrong, but that's what I think's happened there. Like I say, the clubhouse is just down here now, so I'm going to head back. But I think that's what I'm thinking. I think they had like an area, like an island green, and there was a little thing you walked through, and I remember a moat all the way around, and you walked through it. They might have just got rid of that island green. They might have just, or that might just be what the marshland is. That might be just be, I don't know. I don't know, like I say, but that's what I'm recollecting. And it was like a little par 3. It wasn't long. It couldn't be. It had a big bloody moat around it. It was about 113 yards or something like that. It wasn't a long par 3. It was just a little wedge onto the green, and that's what I'm remembering. That was like its feature hole, and they used to, like I say, there used to be kids hanging about, and if your ball went into the moat, they used to dive straight in with the the ball retriever and say, right, and they used to like pick 3 out and say, right, you can buy 3 of us for 50 pence. So yeah, that's what I remember of the place. But I definitely remember the old clubhouse. Definitely remember the old clubhouse. I don't remember any of this. This is obviously new, but I definitely remember the clubhouse. Presuming this was a hole. I'm presuming this has definitely been a hole. This might well be a number 9. It is. Number 9, 40. Let's just walk down here. We're getting, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is number 9. I said number 9 goes back to the clubhouse, didn't I? I said number 9. I'm damn sure number 9 goes back to the clubhouse. This is the green here. This is your green coming up now. This would be, yep, the watch has stopped now. It's coming up with pin collect. This is your green here. That would be your fairway all the way down there. You can see it. That's your fairway. What I'm standing on now would be the green. This would have been your green. This would have been your view on the 9th. It's just sad, really. It's just sad. I mean, that would have been a decent hole as well. You know, it would have been about 360 odd yards down here. It would have been a decent hole. It would have been nice to have played it again, but obviously, like I say, it's a park now, and it's been like this for a good while. They tried to get it for property development. Actually, used to be, they wanted it for flats and everything, but they've turned it into a country park. But like, as I say, nobody's using it. Nobody's using it. I thought I'll go and have a look. There's a couple of cars in the car park, a van and a car in my car, and that's it. Nobody's even using the facility. They don't even, well, even if they had like a big playground or something for kids, but you know, it's just not being used, and it's an absolute damn shame. It's an absolute damn shame. Well, we're coming back to the clubhouse now. It's just there, the clubhouse. That's what I remember of it. It won't be a clubhouse now. It'll be probably council offices or a cafe or something like that. But yeah, that's the old clubhouse. And it's a bloody damn shame. But there's, like I say, there's lots and lots of courses. I mean, Mount Oswald at Durham, I remember Mount Oswald. That's gone, that's flats now. Wasn't a great course, but it was a place where you went to learn the game, and it's just a shame. Right, I'll finish it there. I know none of you are probably interested, but it's interesting just having a little walk about and seeing what it used to be. So there we go. This is John, Predator Golf Channel, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye. Cheers.